Hi, in this amazing video we are going to talk about top 10 games for NES. Shall we start now? First of all, please subscribe our YouTube channel so that you would enjoy next videos in future. All of the greatest NES games are timeless masterpieces. They weren't simply great video games in and of themselves. They also paved the way for Nintendo's biggest franchises and established the company as a major player in the market. The Nintendo Entertainment System, an 8-bit console, competed for attention with rival third-generation systems like the Sega Master System and Atari 7800 when it first came out in 1983. Yet Nintendo ultimately prevailed in the sales battle. This comes as no surprise considering that many of the top NES games also happened to be among the best to be released in the 1980s. Number 10: Duck Hunt. Authentic Nintendo is Duck Hunt. It was the ideal game for the rarely used NES Zapper. And it continues to this day to serve as evidence of Nintendo's enduring fondness for palm-sized accessories. Was it monotonous? You could only get so much use out of duck hunting and skeet shooting. After all, did everyone intentionally cheat by keeping the gun's barrel an inch from the television? No criticism intended. You are free to do anything you like in the comfort of your own home. Since so many Nintendo games still have a pick-up and play approachability, Duck Hunt is a classic with instantly identifiable visuals. Even though Duck Hunt is essentially unplayable today, in the 1980s and 1990s, duck hunting with Mr. Peepers was a rite of passage for many players. Number 9: The Ransom of River City. When it was first released in 1989, beat-em-ups like Double Dragon, Ghosts and Goblins, and The Legend of Cage left a long shadow over River City Ransom. But over time, River City Ransom deservedly cemented its place as a cult classic. While smashing and crashing through the gangs of River City, the game cleverly combines adventure and RPG aspects into the classic beat-em-up. The structure. This allows us to explore a full cityscape. It's cleverly made, funny, and unquestionably one of the most exciting games of its time. One of the top NES games available today. River City Ransom was innovative for its day and still stands as one of the greatest. Number 8: Punch-Out! By Mike Tyson. Why do so many of us find the underdog story so compelling? It's hard to say, but Little Mac's quest to become the underweight champion in 1987 undoubtedly caught our attention. Punch-Out! Was originally an arcade machine, but the NES version of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! Propelled Nintendo's fantastic boxing game into our hearts. In it, we watch Little Mac maneuver his way to the top while trying to unseat heavyweight icon, Mike Tyson. The fighter roster was memorable, the premise was simple, and the main action's pattern-based design was simple to pick up yet challenging to master. Although Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! May not seem like much right now, but it is unquestionably the ultimate NES experience. Number 7: Opposing. Contra's continued popularity is a testament to the quality of its original design. With Contra, the best shooting of the era leaves the cabinets and enters your living space in a terrific arcade experience. Contra by Konami is a hilariously difficult 8-bit frolic that captures the ridiculousness of 1980s action blockbusters. The game alternates between stages that scroll horizontally and vertically, pushing you and your friends to withstand incoming enemy fire. Contra is still regarded as one of the best action games of its time, thanks to its creative level design, stunning visuals, and enduring soundtrack. Oh, and it's also largely to blame for teaching a generation of players to internalize the infamous Konami code, which would grant you 30 lives if you could remember the right button inputs. Number 6: Castlevania III: The Curse of Dracula. The game Castlevania III: Dracula's Curse marked a comeback. Konami, the series creator, abandoned the RPG aspects it had attempted to incorporate with Simon's Quest in favor of building on the difficult platforming principles that helped define Castlevania's first adventure. Castlevania III was a chaotic non-linear adventure in which Trevor Belmont was thrust into the role of the protagonist. Branching pathways and different endings helped to prolong this terrifying push through Dracula's castle. Castlevania III: Dracula's Curse secured a place in NES history, thanks to 16 difficult stages, tremendously entertaining fighting systems, and an incredibly recognizable visual aesthetic. Number 5: Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. Revolutionized video gaming as well as Nintendo. Since Super Mario Bros. Was initially included with the majority of NES systems, It was given the responsibility of introducing entire generations to this new kind of gaming. The introductory level of Super Mario Bros. Is largely regarded as being flawless. The side-scrolling environment known as World 1-to-1, which altered the course of history, was simple to use yet complex, full of clever ideas and mysteries. Since its release, tens of millions of players have enjoyed the thrill of surviving the 8 worlds of Super Mario Bros. Thanks to that vibrant welcome to the Mushroom Kingdom. Although it's hard to say if the video game industry as a whole would have rebounded from the 1983 catastrophe without Super Mario Bros. We do know that gaming today wouldn't be the same without it. Number 4, Metroid. For the NES, Metroid was a pivotal title. Samus Aran's first adventure helped alter what action platformer games could be with its expansive non-linear levels, wordless narration, and password saves. Both the eerie, desolate science fiction setting and the open-ended gameplay, which centered almost entirely on quiet exploration, were distinctive. Metroid was all too willing to let you wander through a hostile alien world without assistance. And the pervasive sense of isolation that resulted from that was essential to the game's distinctive atmosphere and presentation. There is still something so astounding about the original game's ambition, even though Super Metroid for the SNES would soon eclipse Metroid's achievements. Number 3, Mega Man 2. Have you ever wanted to play a Mega Man game but weren't sure where to begin? Mega Man 2 was almost flawless from Capcom's perspective. Mega Man 2 is a freeform action platformer where you must attempt to navigate Dr. Wily's mansion of robotic nightmares. It requires both accuracy and patience. While there are 8 robot masters to beat, you can battle each one in any sequence. And upon defeating each one, Mega Man will receive a unique power. With the use of these skills, Mega Man can get various advantages over various bosses, giving you the freedom to play the game according to your preferences, and at varying levels of difficulty. The apex of the Mega Man series and an unmatched action game is Mega Man 2. Number 2, The Legend of Zelda is another. Why was the stunning gold cartridge used to package The Legend of Zelda? I'm sure there's a very dull response to that question involving effective marketing techniques. But I like to think it's because Nintendo realized it had unimaginable wealth on its hands. That the expansive action-adventure housed inside the golden shell had real worth. Its complex and flexible design being influential to generations of gamers and creators alike. Link's first mission demonstrated our yearning for more intricately detailed worlds to discover, as well as our desire for adventures with scopes so vast that we were unable to fully comprehend them. There is no doubt that The Legend of Zelda is not only among the greatest NES games of all time but also among the genre's most significant titles. Number 1, Super Mario Bros. A real marvel, Super Mario Bros. 3 is. Super Mario Bros. 3, which debuted shortly before the SNES went on sale, masterfully built upon the series' first game's accomplishments by incorporating elements that are now recognized as crucial to the series. There's a reason why designers continue to draw inspiration from this 2D side-scrolling adventure from 1990. It's brilliantly timed, has an extraordinary difficulty curve, and is groundbreaking in terms of level design. Despite how many times you've dusted off the cartridge over the years, there is still fun to be had thanks to the game's scope of play and mysteries to be discovered because of the style's depth and variety, which is still outstanding today. The NES was pushed to its absolute boundaries by Super Mario Bros. 3. And the result was a groundbreaking video gaming experience. How was this video? Do you like it? Submit your feedback below in our comment section. And don't forget to subscribe us.